This is an overview of the initial teacher certification portfolio as located in Tk20. So you will navigate to go.uta.edu/Tk20, log in with your NetID and password, and then you should come to a screen that looks very similar to this right here. You will navigate to the portfolios section, and then you will find a portfolio assigned to you. Portfolios are typically signed within about 2 weeks at the beginning of the fall semester. So if you're looking prior to that and don't have a portfolio, just wait. If it is after 2 weeks after the first day of class and you do not have a portfolio, you need to email tk20@uta.edu and find out what's going on with why you don't have a portfolio. So let's just navigate into this portfolio. This is a sample portfolio, but it looks identical to the one that you will receive. When you first navigate in, you will see the name of the portfolio here, brief description, and there's some information about clicking save and not submit. We don't hit the submit button except for once in our entire career of using this portfolio, and that's at the very end. It also talks about a way to use an app on your mobile device called Microsoft Office Lens, and it'll allow you to create any paper document that you might have and turn it into a PDF that you could then upload into Tk20's portfolio. And that's available for both Apple operating systems and Android operating systems. And then, of course, if you have a technical issue, you need to email tk20@uta.edu, or if you have a question about a document or a process, you can email coedfield@uta.edu, and that information is right here at the bottom of the page. So let's talk about the different tabs. There are several tabs across here. We'll talk about these first four. The last three, assessment, extensions, and feedback, we will not be using at this time. So in the first tab, the UTA and TEA required documents, you have 4 different documents to upload here. This is what it looks like when you've uploaded a document. So this is what it would look like here, and I uploaded that here recently. So the Ferpa consent to release educational records and information. I'm going to go into this one since nothing's been uploaded there. You don't need to do anything with these first 2 boxes. The title and description, you could just leave them alone. This says here, this is a TEA requirement for all educator candidates. This form is to be submitted to Tk20 by the student. Download this form, complete it, and upload it below. So here is a link to download the document. You complete it, then you select file here and drop it in, or just drag it in here and drop it right here. You should not need this additional area down here below, and we'll talk about that later. So after you've put the document in there, you can click add. I'm just going to click cancel for now. So there are 4 documents here: the acknowledgement of clinical teaching handbook, liability insurance, and waiver of liability, the Ferpa consent to release educational records and information, the professional disposition acknowledgement, and the notification of pending criminal background check. Under the TEA required trainings, we have 6 different TEA required trainings. It's like in the Code of Ethics training, you will access this, you will watch the videos on the YouTube playlist, you'll type your name, and you'll click add. There are no additional forms to put here. So that's pretty much the way these work. Some of them have an outside website that you would go to. You will get a certificate, and you would upload the certificate as example of completing that documentation. Cooperating teacher documents. There are quite a few things available here. They will probably be completed over multiple different semesters. The one that I use as example for the additional documents is this observation log for semester 1. So your first time you have to do an observation log, here it is. You come in here, there's a blank observation log available here. You can download that, you can fill it out, you can upload it here. But say that you're in a classroom and the teacher gives you lesson plans for one of your observations, gives you a seating chart, gives you some other documentations. Maybe you go to a faculty meeting because it happens to be on the day you're doing your observations, and you can take that agenda. All of those types of documents are perfectly acceptable to upload right here in this bottom. It says the area below is so any additional documentation can be attached. For this form, this area is optional. It is absolutely optional, but those types of documents would be good to include because they show evidence of you successfully completing these types of materials for your TEA compliance. So you're going to have 3 observation logs. You have one log that talks about doing an observation in the first 15 days of school. You have a speech competency survey that has to be completed, and then during your student teaching you have 2 observations from your cooperating teacher, and you will receive those from those cooperating teacher and you'll upload them here. Under the UTA supervisor documents, you will upload the 3 formal TEA observations. You will get those emailed to you after your field supervisor does those. So they will come at least 3 times to sit, observe, write down documentation, and then they will email that to you. You need to immediately take that email, come into Tk20, and upload it for your first one, and then for your second one, and then for your third one. When we are done with our entire portfolio, is the time to hit submit. Every document has had something uploaded. That is the time to hit submit. So any questions at all, email tk20@uta.edu or cobdfield@uta.edu. Email the Tk20 email box for technical information, and the COED field mailbox for like process or program information. Thank you so much for watching.